All-American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Black Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Mids offense will go to work first. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions. That was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army, and which defense does a better job playing assignment football and shutting that down?
Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Army Black Knights offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the single back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Horvat. Caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the big fullback. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. On the run, it's Reed. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. The pitch to the left. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Black Knights have this offense rolling. Give to the fullback. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's short. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the fullback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves it with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for a crease, it's Reed. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were 2 of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, This is it right here.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Shoots his way for more. Turning on the Jets. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The option look. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Navy will have to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They stop him in his track, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll toss it to the left. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll send the back in motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Fullback's got it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They'll give it to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Goes to the option. He'll pull it on the read. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Spins away from the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The give from the gun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Navy will have to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. Strong, firm tackle. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got him downfield. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Army!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He's not going to get in. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And some room to work. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Punt is in the air. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes! And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Black Knights are flying down the field. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Motion from the back. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Horvat. Lets it fly. Pulls it in, it's Kent. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games, the thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright. It's Drew Chronic in this offense, but it's so different. It's that they show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing D that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Navy! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes weren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Fortner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's short. There he goes! Inside, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Gets the back moving. He'll set up to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Horvath. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chapman. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chapman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Chapman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They'll send the back in motion. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. And here comes the Navy offense. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 45. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Gets the back moving. Big fullback's got it. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. When you can give them that rock, get a 1st down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Midshipmen!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas? He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a designed run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. It's a running one. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Dropping back, it's Horvat. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field. You get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Makes the catch. It's short. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play-action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. Fires left. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. And they're able to make the tackle. The Midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the fullback. Just ran him over. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Trying to set the tone with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Punt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the fullback.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on third and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Now the play fake. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a three spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Handoff to the fullback. Look out, he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the toss. Slithers into space. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the 1st down himself. Oh, what a cut!
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The option look. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Horvath. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity. There he goes! He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. got him downfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Black Knights have their offense in high gear. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Off the play fake.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Quick toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. The pitch. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Scanning the field, it's Horvath. Trying to set up the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. motion from the back. Give to the big fullback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Navy now facing 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. 6th play of the drive coming up. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Finding an escape route. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the heat. Offense scoops it up and still going. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Kent. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. So now it's 2nd and long. Now on the option. He'll keep it himself. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get outside. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Horvath. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Now the pitch. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here's the pressure. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On the run, it's Reed. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. The give to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. Navy will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Army!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Here comes the 2-point try. Motion from the back. He's looking to pass. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
Navy, 35 on 24.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's short. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Gets the back moving. The give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'm definitely trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Now on the move. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll go to the fullback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the 1st. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Run it with the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. From the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Roberts. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Navy offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Howard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Midshipmen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. The 30, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Makes the grab, it's Kent. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate fourth down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors. As both teams sing their alma mater, the victors sing second, and that honor will go to the Midshipmen. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.